loves. I hope all is well. I'm going to be talking a little bit about our spring equinox. Today and tomorrow are such powerful days, and we also have a square between the moon in Leo and Jupiter in Taurus. So that's adding to this energy. There's a few other conjunctions coming up for the rest of the month, including we're already in the shadow period for the full moon and the lunar eclipse, which I'll talk about in another video. So we have a lot happening the last couple of weeks of March. It's all for deep transformative energy and balancing and new beginnings, and us allowing ourselves to integrate this frequency of new beginnings and rebirth and all this kind of stuff. So, when we talk about balance, it's about finding that because it's spring, we're coming out of hibernation, we're coming out of the winter energy. And now it's like transitioning from winter to spring. So we are now allowing ourselves, or we need to allow ourselves to clear old energies, allow ourselves to be reborn, to be in this place of awakenings, in this place of clearing and really integrating this high frequency, integrating this energy of new beginnings and blessings and all these kind of wonderful things. It's a balance of divine masculine and divine feminine. It's a balance of light and dark. It's the polarities or the connectedness of polarities. So finding our balance within ourselves, because during the winter season, we've been working with potent energies with the shift of inner work. So we're shifting from an inward focused energy to an outward focused energy, which is wonderful because now we've done all of this inner work and we're able to kind of give birth to ourselves, to a new frequency, to new aspects, to new creative possibilities for our outside world, so to speak. So it's very much about integrating the wholeness of what we are. And, you know, with the inner work that we've been doing over the last few months, well, the last few years really, but the last few months, like the winter months, have been such a deep time of cleansing, clearing, shedding, releasing, and, especially with relationships with ourselves and others. So, we're clearing, or we have cleared the unhealed aspects of our shadow, our ego, and our inner child. We've healed them and allowed ourselves to find that harmony in that frequency of joy and bliss, that harmonious energy of feeling, that power of our connectedness, that power of our co-creativeness. So I know a lot of people do like different ceremonies or rituals and whatnot for the spring equinox, which is wonderful, but it always has to come from gratitude. We have to appreciate where we come from. We have to appreciate who we've been in order to be who we are, because in this moment is all that matters. Being present right now is, well, it's always extremely important, but being like present and being in the human you are in this moment is what matters. So it's allowing yourself to freely and peacefully release everything that's not you, everything that's not aligned with who you are in this moment. And that came through all of this deep healing and purging energy that we've been in, especially the last, I'd say, month and a half. It's been very heavy with um, relationship based issues. And that's in order for us to clear space for soul family to step forward and connections that are positive and supportive and healing and expansive and joyful and all of that. So um, we're also we're coming up into the shadow of our first retrograde of the year, which is Mercury retrograde April 1st. So we have a lot happening. But remember, guys, it's all about you. It's all about what you do with it, how you feel, what you choose to give your attention to. Because with the square between the moon in Leo and Jupiter in Taurus, it adds or it can add a feeling of tension, of almost like a disconnectedness or a feeling of lack with what we want to, like the tension. It's like the tensions of what we're feeling between our emotional and our mental. So the 3D mind is where the fear is, the doubt is, the worry is, the howls, and what we want to figure things out. So when we talk about the 3D mind, that's very grounded in, we need to know the whens, the whys, the hows, and all of that. Where the higher frequency mind, or the spiritual mind, or energetic mind, whatever you want to call it, is about trust. So this place of tapping into our heart center, and I know what I need to know, and I trust the rest. And this is finding that balance with our emotional and our energetic selves, so we can still be these amazing human beings while also being these amazing co-creative partners with the universe. But it comes through what we feel, what we think, what we give our attention to. And it's very important to align yourself with the new beginnings, align yourself with the things that are supportive of who you are in this moment, supportive of who you have grown into through all of this inner work, through all of this healing. We always talk about healing in the spiritual community, um, but it's hard, it's dark, it's messy, it's painful, it's all of these kinds of things. But we're coming out of that now. We're like, when you see the buds on the trees, like, that's our rebirth. Like, we are being reborn into a new energy. And think about, like, even with trees, the leaves that fall, they are now part of the new beginnings, because you're in the forest, now the leaves fall, and now they become part of the soil, which, that's about connectivity. So it's just about transformation. There's no, we talk about spiritual death and rebirth, but it's all about transformation. And that's what we've done. We've done that inner work. We've done that heart-centered hard shit in order to bring ourselves into this place of empowerment, to bring ourselves into this place of our true co-creative power, and that sense of knowing and trusting. So it's moving away from the thinking mind, in a sense of, I need to know when, I need to know how, I need to, because remember, people talk about this as a perfect manifesting day and all of that kind of stuff, but every day is a perfect manifesting day, because our manifesting is us being a vibrational match, or the vibrational frequency to what our heart has desired. So it's not about creating something out of nothing, because it exists already, and that's why we feel it. That's why we have dreams about it. That's why we aspire for certain things, because it already exists. So it's really just about taking that time to know who you are, be present, and come from that place of love. Like, tap into your heart center and know that you are this infinite co-creative power of the universe, and use that feeling to visualize, and to, when you're meditating and all of that, to really bring it into this physical experience. So it's about allowing yourself to experience these beautiful aspirations, these dreams, in your human experience. So it's not, there's a degree of separation when it comes to the thinking mind and what we feel. So with this energy and with this spring equinox, it's very powerful, because it's giving you that opportunity to say, hey, I already know it's here. I don't have to worry about the how or the when. It's like, you get in your car and you drive your car. You don't need to know how the engine works to drive your car. You just get in and drive. So that's kind of the same feeling when it comes to utilizing this energy, and, aligning with it, and being in that place of balance, being in that place of, I give myself permission to accept the ease of life. I allow myself to embrace these new beginnings, and I trust that they are for my highest and my greatest good. So having that mindset and being in that power is what's going to expand what we are feeling with the spring equinox. I'll do another video on the other transits that are happening, because there's a lot happening. And it's just important for the next couple of days, especially, to just be present, be in who you are, be in that place of your expansive co-creative divinity, because this whole rebirth energy is incredibly beautiful. So give yourself permission to be reborn into who you've always wanted to be, because you've created this, you've done this inner work, you've done everything you need to do. So now it's just about, I accept the ease of my life, and I allow, things to unfold as they're meant to, because I know it's for my highest and my greatest good. I know it's for my infinite wealth, infinite joy, infinite pleasure, all of that kind of stuff. So try to be in that mindset, and connect your heart with your mind, and let your heart guide you. Let your heart chakra be that place of peace and guidance, because it is here and it is time. So use the spring equinox energy and the square to really empower yourself, and know that everything is unfolding beautifully and on time.